The episode opens on a truly grim note for Jaime Lannister and Brienne of Tarth, still captives of Locke and his men. After enduring taunts, the situation takes a horrific turn. Despite Brienne's desperate pleas, Locke brutally cuts off Jaime's sword hand, the source of his identity and skill. We later see Brienne tending to his wound by a fire, urging him not to give up and seek revenge, but a broken Jaime seems lost in despair. Meanwhile, in the complex world of King's Landing, the political maneuvers continue. Tyrion Lannister meets with Varys, discussing Littlefinger's recent departure. Varys shares a deeply personal and horrifying story. His own castration as a boy by a sorcerer, revealing his deep hatred of magic and his long, patient quest for revenge, hinting that he has finally captured the man responsible. We also see King Joffrey touring the Targaryen tombs with his betrothed, Margaery Tyrell, and their powerful grandmothers, Olenna Tyrell and Cersei Lannister. Olenna and Cersei share a sharp conversation, subtly critiquing their son's lack of true leadership experience. Later, Cersei expresses her growing concern to her father, Tywin Lannister, about the Tyrell's influence over Joffrey, only for Tywin to dismiss her worries and pointedly criticize her inability to control her own son. Separately, Varys and Olenna meet, both expressing a shared interest in Sansa Stark's well-being. Varys reveals Littlefinger's plan to take Sansa with him to the Eyrie, recognizing Sansa's strategic value as the key to the north should Robb Stark fall. Adding another layer, Margaery approaches Sansa herself, subtly hinting at a plan for Sansa to marry Margaery's brother, Loras Tyrell, which would bring Sansa to Highgarden and make them sisters by marriage. Far to the north, at Craster's keep, frustrations among the Night's Watch explode following a funeral pyre for a fallen brother. Resentment boils over regarding their starvation and Craster's cruel treatment of his family and the Watch. Tensions escalate dramatically. A violent mutiny erupts, and Craster is killed. The chaos forces some members of the Watch, including Samwell Tarly, to flee into the treacherous haunted forest, leaving their vows and purpose behind. Separately, the storyline involving Bran Stark continues as he experiences vivid dreams and visions, guided by Jojen Reed. Out in the Riverlands, Arya Stark is traveling with the Brotherhood without banners. They arrive at their cave hideout, where their prisoner, Sandor Clegane, also known as the Hound, is being held. Arya immediately confronts him, tearfully recounting how he murdered her friend Micah, the butcher's boy, years ago. The Hound defends his actions, but the Brotherhood's leader, Beric Dondarrion, decrees that the Hound's fate will be decided by the judgment of the gods through trial by combat against him. Across the Narrow Sea, Daenerys Targaryen prepares for the culmination of her deal with the Masters of Astapor. She agrees to trade one of her precious dragons for the entire army of the Unsullied. The exchange is made. However, in a stunning moment of defiance and power, Daenerys reveals that she understands Valyrian perfectly. Speaking fluently, she commands the Unsullied to kill the Masters and free all the slaves. Then, turning to her dragon, she gives the command Dracarys, and the dragon unleashes fire, burning Krasnius alive. The Unsullied obey Daenerys, slaughtering their former masters and freeing their fellow slaves. The episode concludes with Daenerys, mounted on a white horse, addressing her newly acquired massive army. The army stands poised to march towards a city under the watchful, powerful flight of her 3 dragons.